Okay, this will be an interesting one. We just had the flu for more than a week, and I've got something that's a part of having a flu, helping to deal with it. Yeah, we all know what this is. When you find out what it is, you'll know. Yeah, pretty silly sort of a whatever. Going to try and make this look really interesting. I'm going to make a positive out of having the flu. Otherwise, I wouldn't buy this product if I didn't. So we're soon going to see if we can make this come up a treat. Actually, we don't want it too light. It's very pastel-y as it is. We're going to leave it in the middle. But this will be an interesting one if we can make it look good. Even better. I chose this packet because I wanted to have something to demo with, to make something good out of having a flu. Well, I can't think of much. I fucking hate it, folks. There's nothing worse than having your nose blocked up and a postnasal drip and a congested throat, although the postnasal drip came a lot after I had a badly blocked nose, but this is it. You guessed it. It's a tissue box. Well, it's an empty tissue box, to be precise. I'm trying to decide which side I'm going to print from. I think this is the side I agreed with in my head I was going to print off, so we're just going to put it there. It's a little bit bigger than an A6. We're going to make it, and it's a bit, it's almost an A6 by an A5, so this should be a simple enlargement. So we're going to make the vertical a bit bigger than 200 because we don't want that strip around the edge. So the horizontal is going to be quite simple. It's going to be 141.4, which is standard. We might need to make it a bit bigger than that maybe, or maybe keep it that size. And this one's going to be a bit bigger than the 200, so it's going to be about a 200 and 208 or 209. We're going 209 for this and see how we go. So let's see if we can make our tissue box look really nice. Whoops, just collapsed on me. Trying to keep it flat on the glass as much as I can. It got damaged in my backpack, so it's a little bit wonky. That's why I was holding it down. I hope it didn't blur the image. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad thing to have a bit of distortion in it because I crushed it. Anyway, let's see how it looks. Right, out it comes. Let's see if our tissue box pattern looks good. So far it looks good, but we still have too much along the bottom, but I like the colours and I like the patterns. We're going to enlarge it a lot bigger on the vertical. So the vertical is going to receive a huge wallop once again. We're going to go here and we're going to make it 217 or 218, 219. I'm trying to decide where to drop my finger. We're going to make it 219 once again. We're going to leave it flat on the glass. I'm not going to press it. I think it'll be okay just is. So it's of course Kleenex, a common popular brand of tissue. Indeed, the Americans, if I'm correct, used to call tissues Kleenexes. So Kleenex is a big brand, as we all know. We're very close on the edge there. We can just make out just a little bit of the strip. Maybe we can just enlarge it one shot bigger, and I think then or maybe we're just going to keep it like that. We're not going to make it perfect because you can just see the edge up there. So I'm thinking this is good as it is. So I'm wondering where the centre of this design is going to be. I think that's the nice looking shape there. So we're just going to take that and we're just going to press off another picture of this most popular brand of tissue. I prefer tissues to handkerchiefs because handkerchiefs get really grubby and you get it all over your fingers when you're trying to blow your nose or when you're trying to pull it out of your pocket. You don't know where the boogers are. I really hate it when people use handkerchiefs instead of tissues, but tissues have to be disposed of That's one thing good about handkerchiefs, is that they're reusable, but they're messy and spread the germs around. I really hate getting this disease. I hate getting flu, and I get really annoyed with people using handkerchiefs, knowing that their hygiene isn't all that good using them. And it's not easy to keep your hygiene properly when you're using handkerchiefs. And I find every time I blow my nose, I usually end up with something on my fingers anyway. So I do like to go to the bathroom and just wash my hands with a bit of soap and water. A lot of people don't do that. It really grosses me out. I just know that there's cold and flu everywhere, on the buses, at work, everywhere, flu everywhere, and I just hate getting it. I get really nervous around people who are coughing or sneezing, and they do it into their hand and then they touch things. I'd rather do it into my shoulder. It's not perfect. Just sneezing into your shoulder or coughing into your shoulder is better than doing it into your hand. But then your bag is on your back and your bag gets a bit of germs on it. So it's almost impossible trying to control the spread of this disgusting yet common illness, cold and flu. I really loathe it, and I try to avoid people who've got it, but I can't always do that. It gets frustrating. But anyway, I got it once again. I normally get it in the warmer months rather than the cold. I normally get it in the spring, the summer, or even the autumn rather than the winter. Really annoying. But anyway, that's a nice looking pattern taken off a box, an empty box of Kleenex.